All right, so we'll drop a little wisdom for today, for the session of getting you ready for the strong week, aka your week, your new week. All right, so instead of going through these days, they have upcoming for you what they call weekdays. You can actually build strong days. Never let no one tell you any different. Strong days will be better than your weekdays. For these are the days of transformation. Now, what do Nate the Great mean by that? And we're merely talking spiritually here, people. Whenever the God drops a message, it's never to be taken literal or in a physical sense. You need to understand it. Are we clear? What I'm dropping is metaphysics, metaphorically, for the mental. Understand and overstand. So the information that you're going to hear now and until is to take you into a higher position where spiritually and mentally. Are we clear? These are the days of transferring or transformationing into the greater or the higher self. No more than you individuals in America coming out with you transitioning in the physical. Remember, what takes place below first takes place above, which means before you see it in the physical realm, it must develop first in the mind. Are we clear? So for instance, let's take, you have transgenders, the Transformers, who came out in the 80s or the 90s, right? Now, you got you to make your change, right? And you do this with keeping in accord with the times. How do you know the times? You watch what the people do. If your president is implementing military into the cities, then you understand that yes, they are preparing for the Agenda 2030. That's all. You don't need to start whipping and crying and getting your guns out and shooting at the president or his conglomerate. That's not what you do. They're ready for that. See, these people are well planned. You're not. And the only reason why you're not, because you don't listen to me. So therefore, you have to be taken over. And this is what's going on in America. I recommend at this time that you go and do the research and the study of that of 2030 agenda. Once you have a clear understanding of this, then you need to be making way for preparation for self. Am I clear? So don't be afraid to get out here and get information that's going to cause you to become supernatural. Listen, supernatural is not a thing to be frightened of. There should be no way individual should be afraid in becoming empowered with all of their own uniqueness. I'm supposed to be as I am, tapping into these things. You see? Tapping into self. Tapping into my spiritual wisdom, as Carl Jung has explained to you people. See, way before I came to give you any of this science, there were individuals that were already here. So just as you failed to listen to me, you have done the same with them. But here's the kicker. Nate the Great intends to bring a different frequency. One in which the people are unaware of and could never imagine. That's the only way that I'm going to be able to penetrate this concrete that I'm here to crack wide open. It will be a mathematics and science that no creature on the planet is aware of. In fact, I'm not even aware of it until it's time to implement it. Ain't that beautiful? That's done for security reasons. You might put me under the Sing Sing. You know what I mean? You know how they hold the little pendulum in front of their face? I ain't got one around me nowhere. But they douse a little or something until you stare at it. Until you getting sleepy. Yeah, you getting sleepy, all right. Your mind is becoming calcified. It's becoming hardened like concrete, which makes it almost impossible for Nate the Great to penetrate. But because Nate has well tactics and come prepared for the assignment that he's to do, you need not worry. All you need to do is stay alive. Thanks for listening to this message. I'll catch you on your next elevation, expansion, extension to higher creation. Peace.